I wanted to invite you to two new courses that I'm beginning on October 30th. The first one is Judaism for Beginners. We're going to go through Jewish practice, customs, what it means to be Jewish. You don't have to have any previous knowledge to join. It's completely in English. And if you've been exposed to these teachings, you're going to gain even more insight. The other class is a Hebrew reading crash course. It's the basics of Hebrew reading and language. In just 6 weeks, you'll be reading Hebrew. They're both taking place online, and they're going to be both on Sunday mornings. You don't have to take them both, but they're going to be one after another. The Judaism for Beginners at 9 a.m. and the Hebrew Reading Crash Course at 10:30 a.m., both Eastern Standard Time. You'll also get recordings of the classes if you can't make it. It's a really nice way to get to know me, for me to get to know you, and I'm looking forward to spending this time with you. You can either register at theloverabbi.com/events, or I'm going to put the link to both of those events in the show notes. This week's Torah portion is called the Lecha. It literally means go. God instructs Abraham to leave his homeland, his birthplace, and his ancestral home, and go to the land that, in God's words, he will be shown. Now, according to tradition, this is one of the 10 tests that Abraham faced in order to prove his total dedication to God. To be willing to make that leap of faith and just travel off to an unspecified location, especially at the age of 75. I mean, that's incredible. Just the fact that you could leave your homeland at 75 is worth praise. But honestly, what does it mean to me? I don't live in Haran, and I'm definitely not being instructed to journey off into the wilderness. So how then is God's instruction to Abraham applicable in my life? You see, each and every one of us lives in a specific, defined box. We have our intellectual boundaries. We have our societal and environmental impositions. We have our clearly defined emotional makeup, who we are, and we get stuck within whatever mode we've settled into. We become creatures of habit, and it's so easy to get stuck in our habits, and we do them over and over, and the more years we do them, the more we get stuck in our ways. Every now and then, we need to heed the instruction of this week's Torah portion. Go out. Get out of your land. Get out of your specific desires and wants. Get out of your comfort zone. Get away from your birthplace, from the boundaries that you've grown accustomed to placing upon your intellect. Even get away from your father's home, from the comfort zone of your habits, and from defining characteristics that may be limiting you. Realize that you can go far beyond, and recognize that your essence is beyond definition, because it's one essence with God, with the infinite. Remember that all those limitations, all those boundaries, they're all meaningless if you only choose to grow beyond them, if you only choose to go. I know it sounds really difficult to do. I know it sounds like, what am I going to do? Where am I going to start with this? It sounds like a good idea, but how do I do it? So I urge you today, pick one thing, just one thing that you have turned into a habit that you want to break, that you want to change, and go out and change it. I'm Rabbi Yisrael Bernath. Have a fantastic day.